Oh, good morning. Oh, I need to slot the gimbal, I guess. Gimbal is just not on the plane. There we go. How are we all today? Happy Friday. Great to have you here. Look at some of these buildings, they're fantastic. Control Street, yeah, nice. Yeah, I wanted to take you down, just very quick again, just a short sharp burst of energy and a wee live tour. Friday's a happy day. Oh, happy days. And oh, hello Mandy, how are you? How's things? Again, another short sharp burst of a little bit of Glasgow. I want to take you down to that archaeological site to see what's going on. I haven't been down for a week or so. Just want to see how they're getting on. Incredibly intrigued by it all. So we'll cut through. We've got Merchant City. Da-di-da, da-di-da. There's Glasgow. So yeah, this archaeological dig, it's certainly intrigued me, dating back to like, supposedly the 13th, 14th century. I'm going to go down here. There's the square. Love the sound of the tyres on the cobbled streets. Love that view. The two massive street arcs. Love it. Yeah, let's go and see. I hope the signal and the sound are good. Yeah, let's go and see a dig. I see this won't be, again, you know how I do my, oh, just checking times and things. The tap yard. Merchant Square. It's a Glasgow Police Museum, and they are in that one. So we're going to cross over, I think. Yeah, maybe cross over. I'm actually reading a book. I started reading a book just now on the buildings, the merchant buildings in Glasgow. So yeah, 1896. It says up there, that building. It's relatively plain in comparison to some of them, I would say. That's what Unison is. That's the trade union people, Unison. Sittings and rice in there as well. So that's Bell Street, so we're coming round Bell Street down to the bottom of High Street. Oh, big lorry coming around going across the road there. What's going on? Crossing the road can be the Hi Perky Breath of Life, how are you? Yeah, the Crow Steps there. This, again, each building has certainly got a... Right, let's do this. Let's do this section first. That'll do me. Things I do to see an archaeological dig. Yeah, so we are doing our thing. We're going to see an archaeological dig. It won't be, I'm going to say this right now, it's not going to be a huge stream. I tend to do these if you're new here. Thank you so much for joining. But I sort of do sometimes big long streams, maybe about 3/4 an hour maybe. Sometimes I'll just do it on a Friday, get people together, we'll get some chat going maybe quickly, about 20 minutes, half hour or so. That is the toll booth up there. There's the toll booth, that's quite famous. All this here was actually a building. So originally in like the 1800s, this was all merchants' buildings. So the toll would have been actually attached to a building itself, which is kind of fascinating. Oh, we've got across here. Market Cross, that is someplace as well. Market building. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's just do this. And if you just joined, welcome. What we're doing, sorry, yes, I'm not keeping up with comments. We're looking for an archaeological dig that's going on in Glasgow just now. And I put up a kind of short on it when it first started. I haven't been down for like a week or so, so I thought, you know, it's Friday. I've got 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. And we're going to go and have a look to see what we can see. That's McKinnon's pub. And McKinnon's pub used to be the only place in Glasgow that you can actually get a pint before 10 o'clock in the morning. I think as long as you had something to eat, but I think they still had a licence that dated way back. As like one of these oldest places or something to have you could get a pint early doors. So here we go, coming up to the point here. They've got I notice they've got a wee placard thing up now. So this whole site, I'll show you this in a wee second. And up there is the Barras, which is just up about there, the Barras Market. There we go. So I'll show you the placard first. Oh, that's incredible. Spoutmouth. The Mullen Diner Burn is one of the most well-known courses in Glasgow. It drains into the Clyde, but now flows underground to the north along Mullen Diner Street, sorry. It's associated with St Mungo, who founded his church on its banks in the late 6th century AD. Not much is known about the monastery he built, but a few hundred years later, in the 12th century, the newly established bishopric and its cathedral were built not far from here at the top of High Street, Glasgow Cathedral. So you've got all this history right here, and that's a big going on there. You can see all those posts. Oh. It's pretty cool. I think that's fantastic. So the site, I mean, it's like 15 foot deep. It's like 15 foot deep, give or take. I think every layer, it goes way back. That's incredible. And it's all been preserved because it floods, which is strange. The whole site has been, see if we can get a wee quick zoom in there. So that all dates back to the 12th, maybe 13th century, maybe 14th century, something like that. And what's going to happen is that all these will get taken up. Any finds that they have found, anything that's interesting, they will remove, they will take away and examine, and yeah, you could put it into a museum. We'll get put into a museum. What does that say here? Nearby the site are interesting examples of old Glasgow, with the 17th century toll booth steeple, which we've just seen. On the site of the 18th century Saracen's Head Inn, a reputed haunt of Robert Burns, and where the remains of medieval mill were found during previous excavations. So the pottery that was found dates back to the 13th, 14th century. It was during that time that a marketplace, numerous businesses, inns, and the beginning of the city as we know it today began to be established. So yeah, that's your excavation there. That's your excavation. Very cool, very cool. Right, I think we're gonna, because I say I do these kind of short burst type ideas, so I'm gonna maybe I'll keep my eye on that. I will definitely keep my eye on that. It's on till November. It's on to November. I think it's weather depending, if I'm honest. And as I say, everything that's there will get taken up, checked, carbon dated, all the rest of it, and yeah, it will be put into a museum. The hole will be covered over. Let's cut across. It will be put into a museum. The hole will be covered over. I think there's going to be homes or shops or something put in place. It's owned by a company called Wheatley Group. So that's what they do. Hi Jan, how you doing? How great to have you here. Welcome. If you haven't joined before, welcome to my channel. West 7, but remember the barriers. Catching the bus to Easter House. The barriers has got everything, hasn't it? The barriers has got everything. They do say the barriers are better. The barriers are better. So I do these kind of short, sharp burst type things. More often not on a Friday. Sometimes just do a couple of streets. Sometimes maybe I'll do something at the weekend, it'll be a bit longer. Let's cross over. Fridays tend to be a bit quiet in the town. Just a bit quieter. We want to go down here. We want to go down there. I've got lots of bits on Glasgow, and that's a railway that looks like it's running through a couple of buildings, which is good. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. And that is St Andrews coming up on the left of St Andrews in the Square. I've got a kind of shot on that as well. That's incredible, that building, I like that one. So I'll leave this for a couple of minutes, I think maybe. But that building there, if you check out my video on St Andrews in the Square, one thing that comes to mind on it is that a supposed flame of Robert Burns was married in there, and he wrote letters back and forward to her. I don't think there was anything else untoward. I think it was just flirting and stuff like that. Robert Burns was reputed to be he liked company, and she got married in there, and he wasn't too pleased. He wasn't too pleased when she got married. So yeah. These are all fantastic buildings as well. And St Andrews in the Square, it's not the old, I think it's like the 4th oldest church in Glasgow, on Glasgow City anyway. Also you've got the cathedral and that kind of idea, and I think this one's like the 2nd or 3rd oldest. This one, you need to do maybe a wee piece on this one. So yeah, we're just out, we're on a vibe, not very long, as I say. Tend to show something for a few minutes and then I move on. I'm not going to cross over here, that's the plan. Yes. Bonjour Isabelle, ça va? Hope you're well. Whistler on the Green, that's got a famous pub as well, that one. That's Glasgow High Court down there. And if you know this area, this is Glasgow Green, where they're going to be having the Christmas event this year. Found that out last week, so we'll see. Used to be in George Square and Seaton Square. I think there's going to be one in Seaton Square, but they're actually going to have a Christmas event in there this year. That's the McLaren Arch right there. It's a court as well, an old court. So, oh, there's a green man. We're going to come across here. So, yeah, I think what we'll do is get to the end of the street. I think we're going to say goodbye. Listen, I'd like to thank everybody at this moment in time. I want to thank everybody for joining. I say if you're new here, check out some of my videos. I've got loads of other stuff going on. And yeah, it's great to have a company. I do Scottish sort of tours, places of interest, historical things. I'm a bit of a budding historian. I do enjoy a bit of a story and all the rest of it. The live streams are good, just gets people chatting and community and all that kind of stuff. So yes. Hi Stephen, how you doing? Great to have you here. A retired stonemason, worked in St Andrew's Church 2 occasions. Oh wow! Wow. Well, I mean, you probably know the history of that place then. Actually, I do have a video, like a short I think it is, on some of the tales that place has. That's class. And people kind of having the work, seeing your work and things on it. That's brilliant. I like that. That's a Brigitte. And again, I'll probably do something on this. I keep meaning to do. I've just got, everything gets in the way. Life gets in the way sometimes. Just now, my theme is I call it Grave Tales of Scotland, but it's kind of ghost stuff, or it's grave tours or whatever. I've done the Paisley Witches story, what happened to them. Yeah, I've done bits. Logie Old Kirk. I've got some stuff going up maybe next week. On some graves and stuff, grave tours and stuff, so it's all kind of themed for like October and the spooky season. So yes. That's the Clutha. Whoever it's just joined, I'm actually going to wind up this live stream in a wee second. That's the Clyde down there. So listen, if I'll wrap it up here with some nice artwork, that's what I'll do. Thank you all so much for joining. It's been magical as always. You guys rock. And thanks for joining me on this wee tour. Until next time, folks, have a wonderful day. Look after yourselves and each other. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.